Hello student, welcome here in this YouTube channel. This is SS video and here in this video we will see unit number 5, that is movement towards independence. Nehru Committee and another topic that we discussed. Now we'll go for Simon Commission and Nehru Committee, that both discussed. Now we will go for demand for complete independence in 1929, and after that we'll go for Dandi Yatra. So we are here on page number 31. You are requested to keep a book with you. During this time, National Assembly members Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose were active national leaders. They were the progenitors of complete independence. Youth of India were not happy with the dominion status. On the banks of river Ravi in Lahore, under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, National General Assembly passed a resolution of complete independence. So youth was not satisfied with the rules, and they just demanded complete independence. And for that, demand for complete independence was that, and for that, on the banks of river Ravi, Lahore, under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, National General Assembly passed one resolution, and that resolution was about complete independence. After that, on 26 January 1930, the members took the oath of complete independence. And after that, what happened? When on 26 January 1930, all the members of that committee took oath, and that oath was about complete independence. Since then, January 26th has become memorable for all of us. Independent India has made the Republic Day memorable by implementing the Constitution of India on this day. Finally, that day came when they just got their complete independence. On 26 January, they just celebrated their Republic Day, and that Republic Day was celebrating by implementing the Constitution of India, and by building and implementing that Constitution of India, they just thought that they got their complete independence. So this is our demand for complete independence. If we want to write the keywords of this, then we should write that all the members took oath and they took oath of complete independence. Passed a resolution Lahore and they just got their complete independence by completing the Constitution. So this is demand for complete independence. Now we'll go for Dandi Yatra, very important topic of the unit and very much important event of Indian history. Okay, second one is Dandi Yatra, and it was from March 12 to April 6, 1930. This was the time of Dandi Yatra. From March 12, that Dandi Yatra just began, and that Dandi Yatra remained continue at to April 6, 1930. Here we have picture of Gandhiji with their members, As a part of civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji decided to go to Gandhi village by its sea coast to break the salt law. We all know about that salt law and civil disobedient. So as a part of that, Gandhiji decided to start Dandi Yatra, and he decided to go to Dandi village by its sea coast to break that salt law. On the of 11th March evening, in assembly of thousands of people, the message of Satyagraha was sent. So it was the time of 11th March and it was the time of evening. At that time, Gandhiji decided to start his Dandi Yatra, and that was the time when the message of Satyagraha was passed or sent. Even if people got arrested, with firm determination of non-violence, struggle against government continued. So thousands of people just joined that yatra, and many of the people were beaten and many of the people were arrested. Then even all the people didn't shake their determination, and they just continued this Dandi Yatra. And they also have firm determination of non-violence. On 12th March 1930, under his leadership, Gandhiji commenced Dandi Yatra with its supporters from Harijan Ashram, now Gandhi Ashram, singing the rhyme Vaishnava Jam to tenere kahiye, Pid Parai Jhane. Gandhiji said in Dandi Yatra. Well, from 12th March 1930, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, they just commenced, means they just began that Dandi Yatra, and Dandi Yatra with support of Dandi Yatra with the supporters, means there were many supporters in this Gandhi Yatra, and those supporters were from Harijan Ashram. Now that ashram is known as Gandhi Ashram, and Gandhiji has started that Dandi Yatra with the bhajan, or with singing the hymn, and that hymn is Vaishnava Janto Tenere Kahiye Je Pid Parai Jane. Gandhiji said in Dandi Yatra on 29th March, after some days of that Dandi Yatra, Gandhiji himself said that I shall die the death of crow and dog, but I will not return to this ashram without attaining Purna Swaraj. So it was his dialogue, it was his slogan that he told, and he told that he would come, he would die of the death of crow and dog, but he would not come without getting complete independence. Brave never run away from struggle. The one who runs by seeing the struggle is not brave. Another slogan Gandhiji has given about bravery. So he just told that a brave man never run away from the struggle, and the person who run away from the struggle is not at all a brave. Gandhiji, along with his supporters, started the Dandi March. This march was 370 kilometers, which included Aslali, Bareja, Nadiyad, Anand, Boriavi, Ras, Jambusar, Bharuch, Surat, Navsari, as well as small and large regions. So these are the places that were covered by Gandhiji during his Dandi Yatra. During Dandi March, in these regions, people were explained the reason for civil disobedient movement and breaking the salt law. So whenever Gandhiji visited this place or these villages, he just preached, or he just explained the reason of this Dandi March, and he explained totally about civil disobedient and breaking of salt law. As Dandi March passed through this small and large town, people used to clean the village road, decorate their houses with torrents, and showed conscience for this Satyagraha. That Dandi March is known as non-violence, or it is based on Satyagraha. So people were aware about the purpose of Gandhiji behind this Dandi March. So whenever they just came to know that Gandhiji would soon arrive in their village, they started decorating their houses with toran and all, and they started cleaning village roads. This way they just gave their contribution in this Satyagraha. Dandi Yatra had a wonderful effect in creating astonishing faith, unity, and consciousness among people. People became conscious, they just started thinking about unity, and they just started having faith in Satyagraha through this Dandi Yatra. All of the nation was having a wave of Satyagraha. So, the news of this Dandi March spread all over the country, and this way that Gandhiji got, or Gandhiji could see the wave of Satyagraha all over the country. Gandhiji, along with his colleagues and supporters, reached Dandi after 24 days of march, 5th April 1930. So after 24th day of Dandi March, Gandhiji finally reached to Dandi, and it was 24th day of long journey. On early morning of April 6th, Gandhiji broke the salt law by picking a handful of salt from the sea coast. Finally, the day arrived when Gandhiji just broke that salt law. So it was the morning time of April 6th. Gandhiji took the salt in his hand, and by that way he just broke the salt law. In a loud voice, Gandhiji stated, here we have picture that showing Gandhiji breaking the salt law. And here we have another picture of route of Dandi March. So here we can see the name of different cities. So from Sabarmati Ashram to that Anand, Nadiyad, Borsad, Jambusar, Bharuch, Mangrol, Surat, Navsari, and finally they reach to Dandi. That route of Dandi March picture has said that. Again here on page number 32 we have picture, and that picture is showing Gandhiji breaking the rule of salt law. So when he just took that salt in his hand, and by that he just broke the salt law, and when he was doing these all things, he just told one thing, he loudly said one thing, I have broken the salt law. And while addressing the people gathered there, he uttered, I by this event am applying salt to the foundation of building in the form of British Empire. So he just declared that now he just broke that salt law, and he just greeted the people gathering there, and he told that I by this event am applying salt to foundation of building in the form of British Empire. Sri Mahadev Bhai Desai has compared this event as Mahabhinishkaram, the great renunciation. So Mahadev Bhai Desai, who was very close to Gandhiji and very close friend, guide, and that mentor we can say. So Mahadev Bhai Desai compared this event of Dandi March as Mahabhinishkaram, and the great renunciation means something new was about to happen. Journalists, photographers, writers, historians of India and across the world visited and published report about what they witnessed in their own newspaper and booklets. Many journalists were there, many historians were there, many writers were there, photographers were also there, and they published a lot about this Dandi March. In this way, the Dandi Yatra, which started from Sabarmati Ashram on 12th March, was nationally acclaimed, achieved its physical completion, but it started applying salt to the foundation of building in the form of British Empire. So this way, this Dandi Yatra became famous, or the news of Dandi Yatra spread all over the world. Civil disobedience movement generated new national consciousness among people of India. The British policy beat them mercilessly. Lathi charge, arrest, shooting, and oppression on women and children continued, but agitation did not decrease. So, the echo of this Dandi March was horrible on British Empire, and lathi charge and arrest and shooting and oppression on women that started by British Empire, but they means Indian people would not, that Indian people decided not to just give up. During Dandi March, numerous constructive programs like boycott of foreign clothes, prohibition of liquor, removing untouchability, Hindu-Muslim unity and oath to do social services, etc. were held. So Dandi March was not only the purpose of breaking salt, but during this Dandi March, these kind of programs were also there. And what were the programs? So programs like boycott of foreign clothes, prohibition of liquor, removing untouchability, Hindu-Muslim unity and oath to do social services were there. Dandi Yatra and breaking of salt law brought not only nationwide consciousness, but it brought fame in aspect of non-violent struggle and movement worldwide. So this Dandi March, the purpose of the Dandi March was non-violent struggle. So they got their result too. Processions, programs and assemblies were conducted for boycotting foreign goods. Boycotting means not to use those foreign goods. So, with the purpose of boycotting foreign goods, many programs and processions and assemblies were held. Prohibition of foreign liquor and picketing on liquor making, not giving revenue tax, satyagraha for removal of untouchability. These kind of things were there with Dandi March too. To weaken these agitations and struggle, the government started lathi charge, imprisonment and other atrocities. So British Empire just started themselves started feeling themselves weak. So to stop this kind of processions and programs and all, they started lathi charge, they started arresting and all. People reacted by destroying of railway station, post office, police station and other government buildings. So people also reacted on that and they just started damaging police station, they started damaging post office and they started damaging railway station too. Incidents like suppression of agitation under the leadership of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Frontier Gandhi at Wadala, Bombay, struggle against foreign liquor under the leadership of Kasturba Gandhi in Bombay. Gharsana in Surat and in Viramgam during the salt law agitation, renunciation of government service as well as removal of children from government school were the major highlights of this movement. So incidents, there were some more incidents which were also important, which played important role in this Dandi March event. So incident like suppression of agitation under the leadership of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Frontier Gandhi, they are known as Frontier Gandhi at Wadala. Bombay, struggle against foreign liquor under the leadership of Kasturba in Bombay. So that was the event which was going on under the leadership of Kasturba Gandhi. So this is our Dandi Yatra and a very important topic for this unit, and it will be asked in 4 marks, and very important event for Indian history too. Okay, so you have some time to note down the topic of this demand for complete independence. After that, I'll give you some keywords of this Dandi Yatra. Okay, so you have some time. Please you note down this. So here I have written the key points of Dandi Yatra. Let me revise it. So Dandi Yatra was started on March 12 and it was ended on April 6, 1930. The purpose of Dandi Yatra was to break the salt law. 11th March there was an assembly and Gandhiji decided to start that Dandi Yatra on next day. There was a message of Satyagraha he wanted to convey through this Dandi Yatra. He just gave one slogan that I shall die the death of crow and dog, but I will not return to this ashram without attaining Purna Swaraj. So it was started from that Sabarmati ashram and it was 370 kilometers long. Civil disobedience was the main purpose of that, and it was lasted 24 days. That march was lasted on 24 days. Many program under this was there, like boycotting of foreign goods, that removing untouchability, removing use of liquor and all. And the purpose was to unite all the people of the country. That message of satyagraha and message of civil disobedience was spread all over the country. So these are the topic keywords of Dandi Yatra. You just note down this. This question is asked in 4 marks. So be ready for that. You have to cover all the topics of this Dandi Yatra. Many villagers gave their contribution by cleaning the roads and by decorating their houses with torrents and all. So that you can also include in that. Next topic for today's video is Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Round Table Conference and Moratorium Satyagraha. This event is also very important in Indian history. Gandhiji was called upon by the Britishers for the Round Table Conference related to constitutional structure and reform. So after Dandi Yatra or Dandi March, there was a need of that Round Table Conference, and Gandhiji was invited by Britishers for that. First Round Table Conference was held, but with the absence of Congress leader, it was futile. So it was held first time, but Congress members were not present at that time. So it was futile, means it was useless. To reconcile with Congress, a pact between Gandhiji and Irwin was made, which was known as Gandhi-Irwin Pact, in which permission of free collection or manufacture of salt by person near the sea coast and permission of peaceful picketing were the main point. So after that, another round table conference was held, and the purpose of that round table conference was in that Britishers gave permission to free collection or manufacture of salt. In the second roundtable conference, Gandhiji was the only representative from Congress, and Britishers had discriminating points for various religious committees, to which Gandhiji was deeply disappointed, and therefore the conference was dissolved. So second roundtable conference was also held. Gandhiji was all alone as a representative there, and Britishers just started discriminating, and Gandhiji was hurt by that discrimination, and that's why he was deeply disappointed by that, and this way that second conference was also dissolved. Gandhiji was invited it was related to constitutional structure and reforms. Congress leaders were absent in first round table conference. To reconcile the Congress pact between Gandhiji and Irving second round conference was held and discrimination of various religion so Gandhiji was disappointed and this way the second round table conference was also futile, means also useless or also failed. Okay, so here we have this Gandhi Irwin pact and this round table conference. You please note down these keywords. Okay, so this is for today's video. Now it's time to give you homework and you have to write in homework, write about Dandi Yatra in detail. Okay, so this question of Dandi Yatra in detail you have to write. This could be asked in 4 marks or in 5 marks. So write as for 4 marks, as per 4 marks and 5 marks. We'll meet again in next video with new topic. Till then, take care. Bye.